Welcome to Libertyland. I'm Marty.
I'm Katie, and Zach's still dead. Or dead again.
Dead again.
He died again.
Poor Zach.
He has a throat condition.
We have a few different things to go over today, including Nick Cannon's 10th child, some patches to give away finally, and misunderstood quotes. Let's get cracking. Friend of the channel, Stephen Lowell, has been under some heat lately, mainly from the DFL and ignorant people that don't understand history. Frederick Douglass quoted, "A man's rights rest in 3 boxes: the ballot box, the jury box, and the cartridge box." So many of us have actually heard that quote before. Other people have used it many times as well. Malcolm X, for example, has also used almost the exact same quote. You know, words here and there get changed, but it all means the exact same thing. Stephen Lowell quoted, "We must vote with the ballot before we vote with bullets." Now, what blows me away is that a lot of people don't understand the exact similarities between these, and they've been going after him for trying to incite violence, while he's doing the exact opposite of that. He's saying that we need to get together and vote in what we believe in and people that we believe in before we have to end up voting with bullets. And I see nothing wrong with the way that he said that quote. It's the exact same thing that Frederick Douglass had said. We have to vote before we have to fight. And that's the way that it should be. We shouldn't ever be brought to the point of needing to fight. We need to vote. We need to make sure that our voices are heard before that happens. So, Stephen, we're here with you. If anybody has comments or whatever they would like to put inside of there, I will also put a link in the description below if you'd like to watch this entire speech. Katie, what do you got for us?
So by now, I'm sure you've all heard about the student debt relief bill that Biden's attempting to put through right now. And we have thoughts.
Yeah, we have a few thoughts on this.
So basically, if you have $10,000 or more,
or less.
Okay. So basically, this bill is looking to pay off student loan debt of $10,000 or less if it does go through via tax money. So I'm wishy-washy on how I feel about this, just because at this point we all know, like, we gotta pay taxes. This is America. It sucks. I wish you could vote. I've said it before, once a year during your taxes while you're doing them, be able to vote or at least take a survey on what you'd like your tax dollars to go to, but that's not happening anytime soon, apparently. So in my mind, I'm neutral about this bill, I think. In one aspect, it's when you take out a loan of any sort, like, you're agreeing to make these payments and pay the loan back. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, if we're trying to help the economy and help people out in America here, I guess education is a good place for my money to go if I had to choose. But also, I don't think it should be forced upon the citizens of the United States to pay off other people's debt. But we were talking about this earlier, and I was saying, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they just came out with if during the pandemic you got into debt because the world sucks, like, we'll pay it off. They didn't do that. So, I mean, at least it's going towards education and something that will help the economy further. Do you have any thoughts? I'm rambling.
Do I have some thoughts?
You always have thoughts, Marty.
So, when I went to college, I had to sit down with a loan officer, and I signed a contract saying that I was going to pay back my student loans. And I've been paying back my student loans. Now, I don't owe much on it anymore, which is, whatever to me. I have no problem continuing to pay on it, even though that we haven't had to pay on it for the last, 2 years now.
You're still not having to pay on it?
No, but I am, because I don't want to have outstanding debt, because then your income to debt ratio is really off, and you're not worth as much money. So, and actually when buying a house and you have to sit down and look through your debt to income ratio, it really makes you think about what you're doing with your life. Because I'm currently worth like negative $80,000. So
yeah, this is America.
I'm actually worthless. I'm worth less than worthless. I'm worth. I have to pay money.
Same.
Oh, there's a bird in the garage.
Yeah,
Hello.
I know. I hope.
Oh, bye. Okay. So this is going to stem into a few different things for me. Number one, that's a really big bug in there. Number one being that why do we keep sending money to other countries for relief when we're already struggling here in America? The only thing that makes sense as to how come we have enough money to send to other countries for relief is that they are taxing the ever-loving shit out of every single one of the citizens. If a government has an excess of money, that means that they're taking too much. And instead of the government correcting that and taking less money, they just find ways to get rid of the money that we have and give it away to other people so that they look like the heroes when in all actuality they're still stealing from you. Back in June, the UK's universal healthcare, which is, as we all know, for lack of a better term, it's just commie healthcare. You get to go in, do it for free, yada yada yada, get put on like a 6-month waiting list when you break your leg, hope that you make it in before you die. But the biggest thing that the UK and anybody with universal healthcare has always held over America is that they don't have to pay for it. Well, they do pay for it in their taxes. And in June 1st, they had come up with a new study showing that the amount of taxes that the average UK citizen pays for healthcare has now surpassed the average amount of money that the Americans pay just to go to the doctor. So they're now paying more than we are, but through taxes. So just let everybody know that your universal healthcare has failed, and it's not free, and it's costing you more money.
I do agree on that, but also, me, just as a person, not legality, politically thinking, I'm like, I go to the doctor rarely, maybe once every 2 years, and like, I would rather be putting my tax money in to help somebody that has expensive medical things to take care of. So like, I'd be okay with that if it's, you're paying it and then you get to share it all.
But this goes back to what you talked about earlier, about getting to select where your tax money goes to.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, like we talked, like if I were to pick 3 major things, that like my 3 things that I put my taxes into: education, military, and then my roads. Because good God, I'm tired of driving on the moon. It's awful. It's so bad.
If you live anywhere with cold winters, you know. No matter how many times they fix it, as soon as winter comes.
Fixing it. It's all gone.
Bad.
Destroyed. What would you pick for your 3, if you had to pick 3?
See, I'd really have to do some research to be like solid on it, but I think off the top of my head, I'd probably do like K-12 education, just because I think that should be accessible, especially because everyone has to do it.
Yeah.
Also upkeep on roads, probably parks, just general upkeep on towns that keep the towns nice and make you not hurt your cars and blah da da da. And then maybe healthcare. Well, I thought I had a good one earlier.
You said colleges and healthcare before.
Now I'll give a fuck one.
Was it education?
Well, yeah.
I feel like you just said
education.
I thought you just said education in general.
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to think about the third one.
Third one's up in the air.
Healthcare's a good one, but I'd have to have details, you know.
Of what it's being used for.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, and that's honestly what they should do for all of it. Mm-hmm. We should all know exactly what our taxes are going to, and in doing so, I also believe that not only would it then lower our taxes, because they now realize what people are actually going to want to put their money into, and there's people that don't think like you and I, that will put their money into completely different things.
Which is fine.
Exactly. So, I know plenty of people who would put all theirs into, addiction rehab, welfare, and and then higher education. They'd put their money towards that. So when we put all of it together, everybody that puts all their, selects wherever taxes are going, it would really even out, except we'd also then start to realize, what is it that people just don't want to spend our money on anymore? Which would then become privatized businesses.
And also the underlying, where are all my taxes going?
Oh, yeah.
Probably where they say they're going, right? Not any sketchy.
The government wouldn't lie.
Wouldn't lie.
What? Waco?
If we knew
Ruby
exactly
Ridge?
where they
What?
were going, how could they lie?
And then I'd like to see like a detailed report then at the end of the year showing, how much money everything went out to. So.
Love that. Even if they just started off with a survey, just so they could kind of figure out where the people want things to go, not necessarily vote, but just a survey just to test it out for 1 to 5 years or something.
Yeah, I mean, do it with the next census. Do it with the next census. Just put in there, hey, pick 3 things you'd like to have your money go towards, and then they'd have the list of all the things our taxes go towards, and I can guarantee you, we'd have a lot of them become private businesses, reopening free market capitalism. Free market, yeah!
Alright, so anyway, on to the next subject. We all know how we feel about taxes.
Taxation is theft.
So, in Alabama, there was a botched execution. I mean, he did die, but it took 3 hours.
Ooh.
So, I'm gonna have to look at my phone to get details of this one. Sorry, guys, I can't remember names and places and times and dates. But, so, Joe Nathan James Jr. Was put to death on July 28th in the Alabama prison for a 1994 shooting death of his former girlfriend.
1994?
Yeah, death row takes a long time.
We gotta speed that up.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't understand why death row takes forever.
Can I put my tax money towards like speeding that up?
Maybe.
Sweet.
Well, a lot of places don't have death row at all anymore.
Unfortunate.
But anyway, so basically, he was put on death row to die of lethal injection, and it took 3 hours for him to die because they couldn't find his veins. And in Alabama, you can't have witnesses come to executions other than like the people in charge of it. But the autopsy results showed like a bunch of stabs and intramuscular.
Sounds scientific enough to be
Yeah,
right.
and that just sounds weird coming out. Anyway, injections that obviously didn't work because they are
Venus.
Yeah, that one. They go in your veins. And they also found cuts across his arm. Basically, they're thinking they just sliced his arm open to try and dig his veins out.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's fucked up, dude.
See, this is actually one of my thoughts when I was just in at the doctor the last few times. I'm not dying yet, everybody. I've always thought it was really, really funny. Like, I think a really great rehab program for people who are like heroin addicts is to work in a doctor's office, become phlebotomists. Because like I've had phlebotomists who like miss my veins over and over and over, can't find them, right? And like I'm a pretty big dude and I have pretty big veins. But if you bring a bunch of heroin addicts as like a rehab program that their job is to find that vein, done.
Yeah, but
those guys can find any vein. They can find a vein that is completely collapsed, and they will find that vein.
But do you really want like what's the word?
An addict?
No, the one they're withdrawing. Do you want
Oh
withdrawing?
no, they'd be out of withdrawals. They'd be out of withdrawals. Keep them on heroin the whole time.
Like you got this buddy.
No, take like ex-heroin addicts, make them phlebotomists. There you go.
Okay.
I would pay for that school. I would gladly pay for that school if I never had to go in and have them take more than twice to get a vein. Gladly, I would pay for a bunch of heroin addicts just to be done.
Oh, okay, so they should have heroin addicts at the execution. But the outcry about this is basically because after a couple attempts of trying to hit the vein, if they don't make it in execution, they're supposed to cap the dye juice, and they didn't. They just kept stab. Asked him if he had any final words, and I guess the guy was just silent and out of it, probably because he just kept getting little doses of dye juice.
Well, not just that, but dye juice. Jesus Christ, I just got that. Well, probably that and like blood loss and shock, and then having your muscles stabbed.
Yeah, and people around him that knew him said like this dude was a talker, and like he's getting those final words out. But so yeah, there's a big outrage about this.
That's insane.
What do you think? Should there be? So what do you think about this execution style? What could be the best execution style? Because I feel like back in the day, when they just had the gun line up and like everyone pulled the trigger, like the dude's dying.
I've always been a big fan of the firing squad, just because I don't know if everybody knows exactly how it works. They're all told that they have a blank. They have like between 5 to 8 guys, I think. They're each told they have a blank. Only one of them has a real bullet, right? So none of them think that they're the ones who, you know, actually did it. Now I'm sure there's people out there who are like, fuck yeah, I want to make sure I have the live one.
I'm sure depending on what the crime was.
Yeah, pedophile, they'd all have live ammo.
Yeah.
But the guillotine always been my favorite.
Oh yeah,
Guillotine.
that's a for sure death. Why are we doing this like? Oh, I hope this is enough juice. I hope I hit the vein. Like this is just stupid.
There's no science. You build one guillotine for $600 from Home Depot. Not that I know how to do that. You build one guillotine and you're done. That same man, you bring in somebody to sharpen that thing up every day that you have a execution.
You don't even need to clean it.
Ta-da! Finish. Well, yeah. What are you worried about? An infection?
Infection. Yeah, exactly. So I said, bring back the guillotine.
Bring back guillotines.
Screw this 3 hours of slowly dying, ripping your veins open.
That's the worst.
That's literally torture.
Like. The lethal injection death penalty to me is the absolute worst one, just because I'm horrified of needles already.
Yeah.
If I'm told I have lethal injection, I'm like, oh god, bring me to a firing squad.
Literally, I would rather like cool my worst fear, like put something in my vein right before I die. I'm gonna be passing out before I even die.
I'd hyperventilate before it even gets in me.
Yeah, screw that. Shoot me, cut my head off, whatever. I would probably want my head cut off, because like, they can miss the shot or like hit you right where you don't die.
I mean, because they usually do it face down, so it severs the spinal cord, done, you're over. As soon as that's done, you're done.
Didn't they do tests way back in the day? Like, see how many times you could blink after your head got cut off and someone
but that's all just nervous. That's all just your nerves. It's like a chicken with his head cut off.
Either way, if I ever get my head cut off, I want you to count my blinks.
I'll count your blinks. I'll see if you can beat a record.
Okay. I think the record's 11.
Really?
Oh, at least the tests that they did, yeah.
We need a guillotine and a willing subject.
No.
Let us know in the comments below.
Don't. We're not getting this taken down. Okay, moving on. So Nick Cannon is having his 9th baby with Abby De La Rosa. She's pregnant. I think she might have had a baby already. Pretty sure she's still pregnant.
Congratulations.
Oh, and also having his 10th child with Brittany Bell. Again, I think this is their 3rd child together. So, 2 pregnant baby mamas all at once.
I think Nick Cannon's trying to go for the big Genghis Khan outlook on life now.
I saw a meme. It was a really pretty girl, and there was like, this is what the average American woman's gonna look like in 2050. Because we're all gonna be descendants of Nick Cannon. And it was like light skin, like green-eyed girl.
Just all Nick Cannon.
He's repopulating the world.
Oh my god, good job, Nick Cannon.
He's got a mission.
Hey, you know, we're on the verge of a population collapse. Nick Cannon, thank you, sir, for doing your service.
Yeah, I hope he raises them right.
I hope so. I mean, from what I hear, like a lot of those guys like from Hollywood and stuff, like Flavor Flav, for example. He has a ton of kids. He knows every one of their names, every one of their birthdays, gets them gifts, you know, takes care of all of his kids. I just, you know, as long as your dad doing that, play on, play. As long as you're taking care of your kids.
Does anyone know Nick Cannon's political beliefs? Because if we're repopulating with a bunch of idiots, that's gonna suck.
God.
I'll be dead by then, whatever. We just need to survive another 50 years.
There you go. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Alright, that's enough of my Nick Cannon shenanigans.
Nick Cannon shenanigans. Alright, everybody. You might remember, over a month ago, I posted a video for the Poppins Patches giveaway. And I'm very sorry for being lazy and forgetting to do the giveaway.
Lazy as in sick for a month.
I have been not doing well.
Mark's dying.
I'm not dying. That my doctors told me about. So we're now going to do the giveaway and draw the names out of here. We had over 33 comments in that video. So we're now going to draw who gets what patches. Katie? No, we're gonna give away all of them.
Oh, we're giving away all of them?
Give away all of them. Give away all the patches today,
all the
guys.
ones that we're entered for.
Yep.
Alright, first winner is Metalhead Central. Bow, 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 bow. I'm gonna come up and show you what you have won. Metalhead Central. You won the Libertyland patch. Alrighty. Congratulations, Metalhead Central. Loki's Heathen. Loki's Heathen. I should just not sit back at the table. I should do this in front. Loki's Heathen. You have won the Biden patch. Super cute. Super cute. I don't even know if I'm in frame, but next one. Oh God. Robbie Dom, 84. You have won the Master Chief. This one's actually a magnet. I thought it was cool until Martin told me it was Halo, and then I'm like, oh, I know nothing about that. But I'm glad you do. So,
But I'm glad you do.
Robbie Dom, you won that patch. Let's see who the next one is. Minimalist Outdoors, what up, buddy? You won the Space Force patch. Look how cute little Trump he is. They didn't make him orange enough. Anyway, Minimalist Outdoors, you have won the Space Force patch, or one of them. We have two to give away. Da-da-da-doo-dee. Retro Kevin, also what up? I should say what up to everyone. What up, everyone? You've won the other Biden patch. Same thing as before. Yippee-ki-yay. All right. How many more we got left? A few more.
A few more in here.
I think we have some doubles that entered for the same patch too. So
Yeah,
someone might lose. Well, obviously someone's gonna lose.
If you draw the same as someone, just throw it.
Oh yay! Johny Rebel, another repeat. Space Force Trumpy boy. Congratulations. Why am I talking like this?
It's your announcer voice.
Next one. Oh, okay. Odin. The My Caliente patch. Is that how you say it? Muy caliente.
Muy caliente.
Ha cha cha. All right, we have one patch left.
Yeah, this was one of the doubles.
That was one. Martin's already getting rid of the shit.
Already getting rid of the ones.
All right. Oh, good. Perfect. Rooster's Place. Statue of Libertarian. I like that one. I want that one.
Should have entered.
I know.
Should have entered. I'm sorry.
Anyway, these patches were all provided by Poppins Patches. They're on Facebook and Instagram. Go give them a like and a follow, and go check out their sweet patches.
And hats.
And other shit.
The tricorn hat that I wear a lot is one of the Poppins Patches hatches.
Oh no, this one lost. Sorry, buddy.
Wah, wah. All right, so everybody who won, I will put your names up right over Katie. There you go. I'll put all your names over Katie. Ooh. Ooh.
Go away.
Oh, ooh, I go away, but I can't walk. So if you have won, please jump into the Discord if you're on the Discord, or email us your address so we can get you out your patches. I'll also go back to the Poppins Patches original episode, and I will let you guys know in there that you have won, so you can get a hold of us. Thank you very much to everybody who entered. Thank you very much also to Poppins Patches. We love you guys. Love all your stuff.
All right. So we do a couple more things to cover today. We just finished our calendar photo shoot for the 2022 calendar that's coming out. I don't even know what year it is. I've been telling everyone 2022.
It's 2023. Next year. Why would we be having a calendar for this year?
I thought next year was 2020. It's been 2020 since 2020. Okay. The 2023 calendar. We just finished the photo shoot. It's gonna be so good. Thank you to Cherry Bomb Photography. She's been taking all of our pictures for this. They're gonna look sick. So yeah, that'll be coming out hopefully the end of the year.
I'm hoping to have Community Printing, who does all of our t-shirts and everything, have the calendars ready to go by October. So let us know if you would like a calendar so I can make sure to get a good count. We'll probably be ordering in about 100 of them. the profits from the calendars, we will be taking half of all the profits that we make and donating them to our local VA. So thank you very much to anybody who buys a calendar. We are looking forward to being in your home every single day next year.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. Tag me in shit. I want to see my face on your refrigerator. I'm gonna keep a calendar forever. I'm so excited.
Hell yeah, I'm super stoked. Yeah, so there's that. That's gonna be really fun. I'm really excited about that.
Me too. And then last thing, speaking of charity, let's talk about the Bikers for Boobs rally.
So the Bikers for Boobs rally, that is with the Northland Bikers for Breast Cancer Awareness. We will be out at their rally on the 10th of September. So make sure to come out and see us there at Checkers Bar and Grill in Wisconsin.
Should I double check?
Double check. I know we put it inside of the. Oh, actually, hold on. I forgot. I'm just gonna drop the whole commercial here. We don't need to talk about it. I'm just gonna drop the whole commercial.
You have a commercial?
Yeah, we have a commercial for it.
How's it going, everybody? Marty and Zach here. Very proud to announce that we are working with the Northland Bikers for Breast Cancer Awareness. We are going to be selling some merch, some collaboration merch. It's going to be our Libertyland shirts with their logo on it as well. A portion of the proceeds that we get from these shirts are going to be donated to them. We'd also like to bring awareness to events that they do. They have meat raffles in the winter, purse bingo, where you can win purses. They are having a Fuck Sturgis party at the Checkerboard Bar in South Range, Wisconsin. That is going to be August 12th through the 14th. And then they have their annual Bikers for Boobs run this year on September 10th. Make sure to check them out. They are on Facebook. They're working on a website to take donations. Make sure to follow our Discord. We will update when we have shirts ready to go. We're going to be doing pre-orders on those. Thanks, everybody.
I totally forgot. We have a commercial. I'm sorry. We can still talk about it.
Also, the Bikers for Boob rally. Boob.
Boom.
Okay. Also, the Bikers for Boobs rally is coming up September 10th. You're gonna probably have already seen that in this episode somewhere with the commercial, but we're excited for that. That's coming up. Get your merch, get your shirts, get your food. I don't know what they do at these things, but it's gonna be cool because we're gonna be there. Or at least I am. I don't know about you.
Make sure to come see us, and if you want us to, we will sign the back of your shirts.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
All right, I think that's all I got.
That's everything. Again, thank you to everybody who participated in the Poppins Patches giveaway. Make sure to let us know where we should send these patches to. Zach, get better soon with your throat condition.
Zach, why is everyone dying?
I don't know, we're all just dying slowly. You know, the inevitable heat death of the planet.
Zach's not actually dying, he's just employed. Ass.
That's the same thing as dying.
Yeah, honestly. Rather be dead. Alright, well,
All right,
love
buddy.
you. Stay free.
Boop, 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 boop.